Let's go back to something I fully understand. That's Ethan Ralph. Okay, he's standing up. I think he's about to fall down. Hold up. There's no audio to this. He very intelligently muted the microphone so we can only see his Eraserhead-esque performance in the black and white prison crystal that he created for himself on the top left. Okay, he's up. Oh, he went down. I think Ethan Ruff just took a tumble, chat. I think he took a tumble. Simply Lynchian. Simply Lynchian. What you don't see is actually more disturbing than what you do see. I think he's down for good. Is he getting back up? Oh wait, there he is. He's crawling around. Dude, you just need like you just need like little sound effects to make this like Silent Hill tier. Like like, oh my god, there's something crawling around here. Something crawling around here. Okay, that's it. Then, of course, he leaves his stream on because he's passed out. Now, I assume that when you take opiates and alcohol, one of the side effects must be that you get really hot. Either that or Mexico is just so hot, even in winter, that it doesn't matter. And I say this because Ethan Ralph came back to his computer a little while later, a little bit different than when he fell down. You can hear it. Oh, there it is. Then the music sting comes in. Da, da, da. If you're only listening, Ethan Ralph is completely naked. You can't see anything below the waist, but he's bent over. His tube sock titties are just like hanging in front of the camera. He's like squinting at his computer like an old man. People in chat keep saying triple tits. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, bro. Simply Lynchian. One of the moves folds down the entire way. The other is bifurcated. Not only is his gunt bifurcated, but the left man breast is also bifurcated. But the right one has not. You know, I learned a long time ago in like character design that asymmetry is very rare in nature. And so when we look at something, if you want something to look natural and right and clean and like decent and normal, you want it to have symmetry. Like if you think of how a person looks, how it folds on itself, symmetrical. A deer, symmetrical. A fish, symmetrical. Things that are asymmetrical are abnormal and non-biological. So when I look at the 3 tits, I think this is like how you would design a monster. You would design a horror movie character to be asymmetrical like this. I wonder what happens. He's staring at his screen. Does he not know when it's on? He's still kind of just fumbling around. God, he looks so bad. Like, as bad as his body looks, his face is so haggard and old. So old. ChatGPT thinks he's 70. Dude, it's because of the liver spots. He has, like, liver spots on his face. And he still hasn't figured it out. He's just walking away from it. At least he had the good sense to pull up his pants. It's crazy. I thought there was another one. Oh, he came back to turn off the screen. Okay, let's see what happens here. I think it's more of the same. I love that subtitle. Dawson attempt 2 plus Cog is broke and a rapist. Yeah, buddy, you're really epically owning fucking Doss or Cog right now. You really, Cog is in the Cog is in the Jeet curry. He's being cooked up as we speak. And then he discovers that the thing's actually on still. Okay. It's not factually accurate. It's not factually accurate unless you have every single waking moment of Ethan Ralph's life tattooed on your fucking skull because you ain't got nothing else to care about. It ain't factually accurate. What a life. Okay, so after this, and I'm somewhat trepidatious about all this because after this, right? Milo Yiannopoulos decides to take shots at Ethan Ralph. It says, "Hey Nero, you mean nothing to me. Thanks, Annan." And this is something about Milo replying to esoteric Shaggyism, who is like a log of Ralph. Ralph says, "Many Ralph males outed you. You speak too freely. That's why you ruined your career." And then he says, "Oh hey Milo, you admitted to getting fucked in the ass by a priest, got kicked out of CPAC. You're a loser, Milo, and you take it up the poop shoot." He says poot shoot, but I think he means poop shoot, spelled with a CH and not... What the fuck? A poot shoot is completely different than a poop shoot. A poop shoot is your butt. A poot shoot is some kind of weird rifleman shooting class that involves farts, which I don't know if Ralph does that in Mexico. I don't know if it's like a local Tijuanan thing, but it's vastly different from what I think he was intending to write. So he says this to Nero, or Milo. Milo brings out the big gun and says, "Let's go pigger tits." And then he has a gif, which I think was originally from Cal, saying, "Sandra is waiting, join her, Ralph." And Sandra, of course, is in the fires of hell, it appears like. Which is a big dig to Ethan Ralph because he's a mama's boy and he can't handle that. Then he posted these videos. But again, be somewhat trepidatious when you hear all this because it could be kayfabe, chat.
Hey Milo, you cocksucker.
Holy shit. That's if I booted up the stream like, "Hey chat, how you doing?" That's pretty rough.
Sucker, why don't you face me one-on-one?
You
Why don't you
motherfucker.
face me?
Wait, I want to hear that again.
Hey Milo, you cocksucker.
You cocksucker.
Hey Milo, you cocksucker. Why don't you face me one-on-one in Dick Masterson's house with 80 girl, with Sean, whoever we
80 girl? Is she 80? Are there 80 of her? What are you describing, Ralph?
can get? Why don't you fucking man up, you pussy son of a bitch?
Where is he? Is he like a food court? He's like he doesn't know how to cook or sustain himself, and all the women in his life have abandoned him to fend for his own. So when he wakes up in the afternoon and he's like hungover and needs to eat, there's probably absolutely nothing in his house that he can make for himself. So he just like trottles off into like a food court next door and just like orders a burrito at like the Chipotle or whatever the fuck. And that's just how he like sustains himself these days. He doesn't even know how to turn off his camera. Dude, the last 15 seconds of this video are him trying to find the stop button on his phone. I can just imagine either he's like so like haggard because he's wearing sunglasses inside. So I imagine this is like late at night. He's hungover. He has a migraine. The lights are on, but he still has sunglasses on to protect his eyes. And he's trying to like, because they're like polarized lenses, he can't see the screen accurately. So he's like fucking with it. And he either that or he has like mayo on the screen from his torta. So he's just like fucking with it.
Milo, you son of a bitch.
Okay, and now he's just in the bathroom of a mall in Mexico showing the changing station. Like, I don't know if he's like taking a shit with the door open and he's just like recording for this for whatever reason.
You take it up the ass and you're proud of it. And that in and of itself is just disgusting. And so you meet me in LA tomorrow and I will take care of business, you motherfucker.
On one hand, it sounds like really bad acting. It sounds like kayfabe. But on the other hand, he's like so fucked up. It's like impossible to differentiate between like bad kayfabe acting and him just being incredibly fucked. Okay, and then this. This was the thing that got me thinking, But it was also in the videos. Yax Herrera, aka Dick Masterson, aka Juju the Cow, man who gets fucked in the ass while dressed as a cow, says, "Hoo boy, Milo, are we doing the intervention of Ethan Ralph this Saturday? This guy isn't going to see 2026. Live streams, super chats go to the kids, lol. He's got to be sober, though, at least for 2 hours." So I kind of feel like, I don't hear that much about Milo Yiannopoulos anymore. It's kind of an interesting thing where back during Gamergate and the couple years after, Milo was like intimately involved in like, I want to say he was involved in InfoWars or something kind of like related to it. I also want to say that he was involved in Bannon. He was involved in Bannon stuff. So he was like pretty high up. And then he got into all these fucking lawsuits and lost all his money and then became straight. But like the whole Overton window and right-wing grifting changed dramatically. And now like the based coal-burning Jewish gay guy that would come out and be like, "I'm gay and I suck black cocks, but I also think that libtards are stupid and they have stupid hair." Like that whole era of grifting is gone. So he says he's straight now, and I don't know what. So what I'm trying to say is that I think Milo is down bad, and it's like, is he so like he's still like, I know the name Milo Yiannopoulos. Is he so down bad that he has to resort to like bum fighting with Ethan Ralph on Dax's podcast with Vito the Pedo? Is that where he's at in life? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so that that's what become of Milo. It's hard to believe almost. He felt like he had infinite grift potential. He could just monkey branch all the time. Like he got really high up in a lot of organizations. He can't possibly be mud wrestling with Ethan Ralph while Vito the Pedo and Dax Herrera just throw change at them, right? There's no way. It is what it is.